Hello, and welcome back to Suffering.
Welcome back to the 5th episode we've recorded today.
This is the last episode of Nakadama Hen.
Nakadama Hen.
And I'm about to hit play, and
the pain.
Someone's brain is about to explode. 3,
Yeah,
2,
I didn't get to see who it was, so I'm excited.
I think it was Keiichi.
Probably. So
It's
we're
good to
cutting
have
in
you
on the
back,
end of
Takano.
Yeah, Takano fascist character. We're cutting in on the end of Higurashi here, which I wonder, like, why? And the last thing that we saw was Takano being like, "Hey, Rika, I want to have a chat with you." So what the fuck is going on here?
Because you'll remember in Higurashi what happened is she goes up to Takano and Tomataki and is like, here's the key for the storage shed.
Yeah.
So what that was clearly setting up is that Rika had like made the same mistake again.
That's the thing that I question though. It's an interesting choice, I feel, to have her just make that mistake again.
I don't think so at all, because remember, a large part of last arc was why did I leave Hinamizawa? And she's like, oh, because I wanted to get out of this hick town. And then we cut to, no, this is why.
I thought that based on the fact that she like gets the heck out of this hick town in the car, in the truck, that we were just going to kind of push Takano to the side, more or less. But she's again in a very traditional role for this arc, apparently. So, yeah, I find that very interesting.
What?
Was that a memory? Felix, posit you this. Was that the memory of Higurashi?
Oh, maybe.
In which case, I am entirely on board. I take back everything I said if that's how this is going to work out, because that makes perfect sense to me. I am so on the wavelength of this show. I hope. Oh my god. And all of your friends. Say it and all of your friends. Yo!
There it is.
Yeah! Fuck you, Felix.
I don't think I was wrong in anything I said. I just didn't predict it coming back to here, which you have me on. You have me on.
Oh, whatever.
But I stand by the fact that it was, why did I want to leave? Here's why you wanted to leave.
No, but that's not what she's experiencing, though. She's experiencing Takano, like, being regretful of all that shit that goes
Things are allowed to work on multiple levels, you coward.
Whatever, Felix. I'm done with you. Just enjoy the story.
I am enjoying the story.
Good. I'm glad. Me too.
Really, it's your fault for not enjoying the story on multiple levels and only the one that you want it to exist on.
Clearly, that's exactly
quite selfish of you, Ben.
I know.
If we were to get stuck in a time loop, of course, because he's called in them to deal with the mountain dogs.
Yeah, the mountain dogs, because they're going rogue, probably.
Speak of the devil.
Oh my god, yes! Oh, the fan service. Yo! Sokunogi gardeners! They're my favorite gardeners. Is this when Okunogi just fuck shit up? Is that this arc or this episode?
I hope so.
Oh my god. The incredible fan service that would be. There's a gun in there. Here we go.
That's so good. That's
Stalemate,
so good.
This is just fan service so much this episode. I love this. So that's what the renovations are.
I just want to be clear. If there's anything in the entire series that I think that you would suffer for having not watched the original arc, this is it.
Fuck off.
I have been on board with everything until now. I am very curious to see how they make this work.
What's this suitcase here? I don't actually remember.
This is the weaponized stuff. She confessed and said that she still had it. Oh, if this gets destroyed, it means Sadako doesn't have it. Unless she had some way to get it before this.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I was like, yo, one's gonna be missing. But
here's the thing. I reckon someone's been bugging this room, okay? And they heard what I've been saying defending this show. And they developed a time travel device and went back.
Yep.
And the only thing they did with their time travel was give Ryukishi the defense I was making of him. So he would say, oh, really?
You could ruin it. Yeah, he could ruin everything for you. Like, we stopped the pain train just long enough to get the triple S rank ending. Like, and we know it's gonna go to shit, surely. I mean, maybe this is the ending that Sadako was gunning for.
Then what the hell is the rest of the show, Ben?
Well,
what is the rest of the show?
I know that. I understand that, Felix. I'm just
being dramatic. I'm not arguing with you.
Look, well then don't. Just say I'm right always. Oh, we got a dramatic
I
flash.
do, but I only do it behind the scenes so I can maintain some level of credibility.
She's gonna push. You seem a bit over the rails, pushes.
Yeah, it sure would be a shame if anything was to mirror a previous incident.
Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't it be just a right shame?
Oh, I would love that. I don't like this. My heart's going a mile a minute. It's not good for me.
They're gonna do it again, Ben. They're gonna have this scene end completely nonplussed.
I don't know. We've been here a while.
I know, that's the magic of it. They're gonna get you as tense as possible and then just move on.
I know they are.
Oh yeah, it's after the festival. Things are going well.
Yeah. She lived past her due-by date. That's the important thing. I feel bullied by Ryukishi. Sadako, I understand you. Oh my god, Renna.
Oh, we're back to the classics. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, the head rub. They're gonna play their card games, have a good time.
I just gotta breathe out.
Age.
I just gotta breathe.
I can't breathe out.
Stay relaxed.
I'm on the edge. I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
I know.
I just can't handle this.
I have stood up several times while we've been recording this.
I haven't. I can't. I don't have the strength. Right. So she's trying to prove, like, yeah, even the small happy things we do, I care about. So good on her. She's learned a lesson. It's her birthday. Because it's right after the Watanagishi festival. Go to the stupid bear. That's so fucking stupid.
It's got, look at the back.
Oh my god. Oh, I just hope this story has a happy ending. Like, this is not the end, but I hope we can return to this nonsense.
Oh my god, it's the box. She's remembering the box. It's the punch box from the first episode.
Oh no. Cat's out of the bag, nerd. I can't believe that that's what we fucking come back to. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my god. That is perfect.
Oh no. Oh.
She figured it out.
There's a fucking setup from the beginning.
This is the most galaxy brain.
Dude, we've finally gotten competent Rika. It's finally happened. It took like 20 years, but we're there. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, sure.
What the fuck?
That's it. That's okay. I mean,
holy shit.
That's an ending, all right. Fucking shooter.
I am smiling so much my fucking face hurts.
What is the fucking reason for this? Why let it go so far, Sadako?
First of all,
fucking
how beautifully, authentically Higurashi is the game from the first episode being the linchpin.
Yes, the clue, yeah. The fucking trap that she, like, set up and the box with the punch out in it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good, yeah. It's so, like, fan servicey, but it also just makes so much sense. Like, and even the fake out that it's actually a little bear. Like,
I know.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
And look at where we've been seeing this bear the whole time in the credits.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, literally absolute.
My favorite thing is that if Rika had been wrong, then it just would have ended with Sadako getting a cool little toy bear.
I know.
Like, that would have been the end of it. The fucking catch-22.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, Rika did it knowing that, like, if she was
there was
right.
a possibility. If she was right, then it would not go well. But if she was wrong, it would be just fine.
Good.
You know?
That is so good.
What a fucking good, brutal twist.
So is this explaining how Sadako got here? Is that what we're about to do?
I feel like the thing that I'm most interested in is whether Sadako is, like, forced into this situation or if it's a willing thing. That's, like, the ticker that I'm going back and forth on. It's a nice setup there with the three ranks of, like, the club members in one line, the Mountain Dogs in the other, and then Tomitaki in the center. I like it from a blocking standpoint.
Here we go. She broke her promise.
Is that what the OP is referring to? It must be. Do you think it's fucking... No.
You think it's what, Ben? Say it.
Do you think it's fucking bullying again?
I mean, probably. Ryukishi's nothing if not a champion of his themes.
Because what resets the loop? Rika's death resets the loop, Felix. Oh. I had an awful thought.
I see what you're pushing at.
Rika's death resets the loop. How do we get back there?
See that? It works, Ben. The bullying thing works. I think it's correct. But
what thing? Sorry?
I think the bullying thing works. That's just right. That's correct.
Right. So everyone's gonna like drift apart, and then bullying's gonna happen, and that's gonna drive her to fucking.
But why all of the other pieces?
There's some extra
it
thing. It
sounds correct, but it feels incomplete. You know what I mean?
There has to be something to it, right? Like, I think she's just gonna lose what makes her special. I feel like that's just where this is going.
Yeah.
Like, she ceases being a protagonist or even a side character in like a story and becomes a regular girl with regular problems, and she's like, fuck that noise so well.
I love how pixelated the fucking eye chart is in the background.
I couldn't read that if I was in the real world in there.
I know. It turns out it's actually like perfect resolution and our eyes are just fucked.
Oh no. Like, my thought isn't fully formed, but maybe she misses like the attention she used to get, or like the relation she had with Irie and Rika when she used to have the syndrome. Like something along those lines.
Well, it makes sense on the grounds that if she's trying to make things the way they were, that was like part of the way things were.
It was part of her identity, right? So imagine that the disease is cured, the three heads of the families die off, and the government comes back in with their dam project proposal. And because there's no syndrome to like have a bunch of problems happen or to rile up the villagers, it actually goes through this time.
Oh shit.
I know that might be too far. That might be too far. Even coming out of my mouth, that sounds like a lot, but that would be fun. There's a darker side to the idea of like I know, like I understand the themes of the story. I'm not challenging them, but like there's a darker side to like we sweep away the old traditions and bring in the new ones.
Yeah,
we lose those old traditions. And I think if that is the
look at the new outfits
for this arc. Oh, Ren is adorable. If that is the angle we're taking, then I can really get behind that as a thesis.
Yeah, I like. Oh fuck! It is so typical.
Hanu's gone. I guess
it is so completely typical of Ryukishi to come in at the start of a story and me be like, I have no idea what the themes are, and then get to the end of the story and realize I knew the whole fucking time.
Yeah. This
is
great.
that of all of the things Ryukishi does in his storytelling, that is the Ryukishi thing to me.
Yeah. I love that the angle that we're taking it's just the logical progression from the end of the last story. Like
He's too
the
good
ending
for
that
us.
you were left to imagine.
We don't deserve
all of its
Ryukishi.
detail. We don't. We can't imagine a world without him. Look, I mean, I've experienced this myself. As soon as I could get away from my hick town I used to grow up in, I moved, and I never looked back. This is how it is. I have literally, let me tell you, I've progressively been moving further away from my hometown. Every time I change places of residence, people move to the city. Young people move to the city and the older rot and die. It's how it is. Shout out to The Salt Madonna. That's a good book by Catherine
That is a
Knox.
great book. Oh my god. I cannot believe Ryukishi has he's done it again.
It's a fucking bop.
He's done it again.
This song's a fucking bop. Yeah, dude. Look, it's wonderful that we ended the last episode like it's the twist, but now it feels like a whole new beginning, you know?
We've been talking about this a bit, okay. So, on Death of the Reader, I think the episodes will be out by this point. We recently did Crossing the Lines by Slary Gentil. And I don't know if it'll be out yet, but soon after that we did, we're about to record on our end, but I've already read it. The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex, and also The Salt Madonna, which Ben mentioned there. All three books that very much relied on, like, dealing with similar themes to what Ryukishi writes about, which I just get along well with. Like, beyond just being a Ryukishi fan, I've kind of, like, those themes speak to me. But also, like, the way that those writers all really...
They toss you and turn you.
Yeah, they throw you about, right? And I think that's the real genius that Ryukishi has with that idea of knowing what the themes were all along, is it makes you feel so uncomfortable, but once he's ready to, like, let you down off the shaky ladder, he's ready, right? He commits to the bit. And
he commits entirely to the story that he wants to tell.
Yeah.
And you can like when I read that he had written a telephone book's worth of like notes for the structure of this story and like the setup, I believe that, you know, because he is so meticulous with paying off even small details like the fucking KO box, you know, in the most perfect way.
Yeah, and at the same time, that's also a sign a lot of what he's learned since he first wrote Higurashi, because one of the key problems with Higurashi is when you get to the end, there are a lot of things that don't land because they weren't set up, but they still pay off well. And one of the things he's gotten a lot better at is still using those themes, using that feeling of having you at sea, but actually giving you the puzzle pieces early enough to have those payoffs be super satisfying.
No, for sure. I think you put it pretty much perfectly in that sense. We all love Ryukishi. It's really what we can take away from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I totally agree. You all have heard me rant, and I'm getting pretty fucking tired just physically.
We only meant to record 2 today. This is our 5th episode because we legitimately were just like, we have to keep going.
We had to finish the fucking Necro arc because it's the most insane thing. Oh, don't go that far. Go back.
Funnily enough, we'll actually be like ready for Satsu when it launches.
When it comes
I didn't think we'd be up to speed.
We're enjoying this so much.
Yeah,
dude. Look, I'm telling you, we can't really do any more episodes feasibly tonight because it's like 10 p.m. or whatever. But I'm ready to blitz through this. I'm ready to rock and roll and ride this roller coaster to the end. I want to know what happens at St. Lucia's because I have heard nothing about that at all, and I'm excited to see what the fuck goes down.
I know absolutely fucking nothing. I was pretty set in my mind that I'd probably accidentally get myself spoiled by GOU things before we got the chance to watch it. I know nothing about what comes.
I have been spoiled on 2 specific things. I guess I could come clean now on one of them, but I don't know.
Tell me the one. Tell me the one.
I feel gross about it, but I knew that Sadako was looping. That is something that I knew. But I felt confident in speaking about it. No, that's all right.
I know that you had theorized it before you found out for sure.
I was like 90% confident in that assumption by the end of Arc 2. You can go in the description down below in the Hinamisawa Discord.
Yeah.
And literally, if you can be bothered, go back and find my messages. There are a bunch of theories in there that I have abandoned or forgotten about, but that's the big one that I was like, Sadako.
Yeah, so, you'd figured that out before you found out for sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I just want to make that clear because I feel a bit gross about it, but such is life.
No, I could tell you were being a bit cagey when you brought it up when we were watching back then.
Yeah. It's all right. Hey. Honestly, I feel like if you haven't figured out by the end of the second arc, like then you're not like necessarily trying to solve it in like a really hardcore kind of way anyway. So anyway, point is, so I feel pretty good about my detective work there, but yeah, such is life. Can't avoid all spoilers on the internet unless you're Felix.
It's quite simple. Just don't go anywhere on the internet. That's my trick.
Don't go on the internet.
Just mute everything and hide.
Not even if you want to find amazing art about the glasses maid girl, who is the greatest character in this season.
Yeah, don't do that.
We haven't seen more.
Finish the show first.
She should have gotten syndromed. That should have been part of the story because then she would have gotten more screen time, and that would be fantastic.
All right,
Ryukishi, I know you're listening.
Next time.
Next time.